What does the confidence interval mean? The confidence interval gives us a range between which there is a high probability the truth lies. The narrower the confidence interval, the more certain we are the results are closer to that point estimate. There is a couple of ways that sometimes you'll see the confidence interval written. You may see it on a graph as we see it here. In this case the point estimate is 7 and the confidence interval is between 5 and 9. If we knew this to be a 95 confidence interval, you may also to be written as 7, with a 95 confidence interval of 5 to 9. In other words, our best guess for the truth is 7, and there's a 95% chance that the truth lies somewhere between 5 and 9. It also means that there's a 5% chance that the truth is less than 5 or more than 9. Classically we talk about 3 things affecting the width of the confidence interval. The first is how much confidence you're actually looking for. The second is the size of the study. And the third is the standard deviation of the data set. Arbitrarily we generally pick 95% confidence, which means we're happy to accept the 5% chance that we're wrong and that the truth lies outside of this range. If we wanted to, we could set the confidence interval to 90%, meaning that we would be willing to accept the 10% chance of being wrong. The second thing that affects the width of the confidence interval is the size of the study. Let's imagine 2 different studies. In the first study there are 10 participants. The second study has many more participants. If I were to ask you which studies you trusted more, you'd probably say that you're less confident in the study that has fewer numbers. This will be reflected in the point estimate as a wide confidence interval. On the other hand, a study that has more participants should say, I'm more confident in these results. This is reflected in the confidence intervals that are actually narrower. A third thing affects the width of the confidence intervals is the standard deviation is the data set. Imagine a study where the results of the study were all over the place. The distribution is quite wide, standard deviation is quite large. Now imagine another study where the results are pretty close together, the standard deviation is much smaller. All other things being equal, this is going to result in much larger confidence interval around the point estimate in the first example, and a much narrower confidence interval around the second example.